Hello, Dr. Karen here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. And for those friends of mine who are in the USA, happy Thanksgiving weekend. And I am very, very grateful for you. Yes, absolutely. All of us are doing the best we can, sharing what we can share for the health and well-being of all of humanity in whatever way we're doing that, whether that be being kind to a neighbor, or helping out a friend, or making videos like me, or I just want to be really, really transparently grateful for you. And if you are new to my channel, welcome. And you can go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know every time I have a new video. Now, this week's topic is an interesting one. I call it Love Everything. Now, you might have heard me talk about this in various different trainings and things like that, but I want to deep dive a little bit about what all this means. Now, granted, there are things in the world that I do not like, and that there are probably things that are happening in your daily life that you do not like. It could be something as simple as, I do not like stubbing my toe. I do not like that yesterday I fell down the stairs. Well, it wasn't me being, klutzy or anything. It was icy stairs. Yes, icy stairs outside, dark night, after skating. Luckily, I'm incredibly resilient, so no harm done at all, and I have those LifeWave phototherapy patches, so we're all good. At the same time, did I like that happening? No. Did I prefer that happening? No. Right? So there are things that in our everyday lives that we definitely don't prefer, we definitely do not like. So you might go, well, Dr. Karen, what do you mean love everything? Am I supposed to love that I fell down the stairs? Like, am I supposed to love that they're trying to inject little kids with, a substance that they don't need that could be a risk, and they're getting increasing rates of myocarditis and sudden death? Dr. Karen, am I supposed to like that, the G20 summit decided that vaccine passports are a really good idea and we should defer all of our, nation's, pandemic response to the WHO and have them lead everything, and before people travel internationally they need one of these passport things, right? Do I like that? No. But can I love it? Interesting. Now, why would I even suggest this? Well, I was taking a Conscious Language Bootcamp training with Robert Tennyson Stevens. Love him as a coach. He's fantastic. Love his book, Conscious Language. So if you don't have a copy, definitely get a copy. It's a great Christmas present as well to your conscious loving friends. And he was mentioning that those that read the book and did some of the training were very good at correcting their language. I'm getting better and better at that. So for example, instead of saying I want, I might say I prefer, I might say I choose, I might say I claim, I might say I have, which is an affirmation. Instead of I want whatever, perfect health, if you say I choose perfect health, or I have perfect health, like really affirming that. Wanting really means going without. So every time we say the word want, it means going without, and you're telling the universe, I'm going without, I'm going without, I'm going without, right? And the universe is like, okay, gotcha, and reflects it back. So our language is important. And Bob was saying that he noticed that there were people in the training that were very good at cancel clear, and saying when they said something that was not fully aligned with their truth and the future they wish to create, they would say cancel clear. So instead of saying I want, I notice I want, and I go, oh, cancel clear, I choose, right? And there was a portion of people who had amazing, incredible, manifestation success, and another portion who, so. And what was the difference? The difference is that he noticed over time is that if there was a charge to correcting ourselves, if there was a charge when we said, I want, cancel clear, I choose, right? If there was a charge left over here in the I want, that actually, I call it friction, but he calls it something else. But that was actually preventing us from fully stepping into that ideal reality that we all wish to experience love, joy, peace, harmony for all. And I have been saying love everything. Like some of my VIP clients will know this, right? Because I say this in our sessions. And it's the same kind of thing. Bob calls it touch it with love, holding and staying. So my interpretation is what he's saying is that can we touch everything with love and maybe, look at that charge of the I want in this case. Maybe loving that. Can we love that we had a charge there? Can we love that we said want instead of choose in that instance? Can we make it even so there is no charge, neutrality? And you've probably heard me before if you've been listening to the Spiritual Medicine Digest about resistance, right? Resistance being friction to creating what it is we truly desire. And that charge is a form of resistance. I resist saying I want, right? And in that way, we actually perpetuate it. So what if we could touch everything with love? And the holding and staying is really just be with it, comprehending it, immersing ourselves, and maybe even identifying with it, even resonating with those words, and being curious. I love that word, right? Being curious about, I still have a little bit of a charge related to that word. What's that about? And then lovingly and compassionately working with ourselves and just observing that. And one of the exercises that he has us do is to say both terms and feel in our bodies the difference, if there is one, and then continue alternating. I want, I choose, I want, I choose, I want, I choose. I'm doing it very fast right now, but feeling in our bodies until which time there's a shift, there's a natural transformation with the intention, of course, of loving everything. And so the I want has no charge. So even if you were to slip and say I want, and you go, oh, cancel Claire, it's done with neutrality, not the I didn't do it right, I got to do the right thing, right? So what if our resistance to anything that we do not like can be touched with love, that we can love everything? When we can love everything and in the big picture realize that this is just an experience in the human realm of something, we get contrasts of what we like, what we don't like. Isn't that interesting? How does that feel? And a lot of things that we do not like, or I do not like, I'll personalize it, that's happening in the world, I know is a stepping stone to our next stage, my next stage of spiritual evolution. So there's another great meme that says, instead of these rocks being obstacles in your way, think of them as stepping stones to your greatest victory. Bob loves to say victory. I vote for your victory, right? At first I was like, what does that mean? That's kind of a thing in Conscious Language Bootcamp, that we vote for each other's victory, which is really kind of cute and fun. And so now it's okay to not like something, to not prefer something. I think it's completely okay. What if we could love it with still not liking it, still not preferring it, but what if we could love it because we can see the bigger picture, how it evolves us, how we can have a little test, if you will. I love tests, what can you say? I'm like Hermione Granger from Harry Potter, right? I love tests. Anyway, so if we can see that this is a task for us to envelop everything with love, and even people that we think are so-called evil people, what if we could put ourselves in their place? I know that sounds scary to some of you, so don't necessarily, don't have to do that, but put ourselves in their place and then be compassionate around, well, what's their motivation? What is the fear? Because oftentimes it is fear that is really at the core of things where people do things that harm other people. It's often out of fear and lack. And there's not enough for me. There's too many people on earth, so there's going to be not enough for me, right? That kind of thing. So if we can empathize, and that's a superpower with sensitive souls, so this could be easier for sensitive souls. If we could empathize from that, can we love that? Because is there a part of us, individuated beings, that has experienced lack? Yeah. That has experienced fear. Yeah. We may judge someone, for a genocidal agenda, right? However, it's all relative. And so maybe in this timeline, they are playing that role. Maybe in other timelines, we played that role. So if we can potentially love everything, whatever situation comes up, even if we do not like it, what would happen to this world, do you think? I think it would transform very, very profoundly. And most of all, as we transform ourselves and we take away that charge and that resistance, we allow what is, as Byron Katie says in her book, Loving What Is. It's a beautiful book, beautiful work. So loving what is and being completely at peace, because if we're resonating completely in peace, guess what? That helps to reverberate that peace and that resonance throughout the world. So this week's TOLPAKAN Healing Activation, I'd like to share with you a few things. Number one, let's go ahead and clean, clear, and heal whatever is available that's preventing us from loving everything. And second of all, from what is preventing us from being willing to love everything. And thirdly, the willingness to love ourselves for not being willing to love everything. Thank you, Bob, for that inspiration. Bob Tennyson Stevens. So if you're ready and it's safe for you to do so, you can close your eyes, rub your hands really, really fast just to get the energy moving in your body. This is optional for those that already know stillness through observing internal movement. And then relax your hands, keep your eyes closed if it's safe for you to do so. Feel into the body, focus on the energy or movement inside the body, and just follow where it goes. Just follow the flow. Follow the flow, and if you want, you can open your eyes and see if you can still feel that in your body. It's a little bit higher level awareness, and if you've been following me for a while, this could be old hat for you. This could be really easy, and that's okay. That's awesome. If not, that's okay too. You can close your eyes. Feel the energy in the body. So we're entering the 0-point field now. I'm going to speak the TOLPAKAN healing directives, and then your job is just to sense what's going on in your body and see if you notice a shift. You may or may not. It's just fun to notice. And then you can post that in the comments afterwards. Would love that. Okay, here we go. So I now command anything preventing you from fully loving what is and everything in your awareness, past, present, future, be healed in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. I now command that anything preventing you from being willing to love everything, from being willing to touch everything with love, be healed and resolved in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. It's now commanded that anything preventing you from loving that you are not 100% fully willing to love everything, be completely healed and blessed in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. Last one. I now command anything preventing you from fully 100% loving yourself and all aspects of yourself, whether that be dark, light, this or other timelines, be blessed and healed and resolved in the highest and best way, all directions of time, with ease, speed, and grace. Thank you. It's now commanded that all these healings be done for all of our timelines where we exist. We're allowed where it is for the highest and greatest good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So be it. All right, so if you had your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open your eyes. Sense your body, feel what that feels like in your body. I know for me, I have a sense of like energetic coherence or peace. It just kind of feels settled down in my body, kind of like happy and giddy a little bit. Well, I'm talking to you, so that could also make me happy and giddy. So I'd love to know how you felt after this. So go ahead and post it in the comments. Let me know. Thank you so much. So that is this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest, the awareness of loving everything and the power of loving everything. And a couple of announcements for this week. So last Monday's radio show with Kate Hartsong about humanity's cry for change, we had some technical difficulties on Blog Talk Radio, so we did do a private recording, and now it is posted, so the link that you have will work to listen to that show, and Kate's just a sweetie. She also, for our tribe, is offering a free coaching session. If you love what you hear on the show, it resonates with you, consider booking a session with her and then seeing whether she is someone that might be able to support you in your journey. And for the next Light Warrior radio show, I'm very excited about this because we're going to be talking about crop circles. Yes. So you may have remembered that Philippe Miguel Mendonça is one of my radio show guests. He is co-author of multiple books, including Meet the Hybrids, Being with the Beings, and many other beautiful books. He's an ET researcher and author, and he's working with Philippe Ullens. I'm not quite sure how to pronounce his name. And Philippe is a photographer that's been photographing crop circles for quite a number of years. And they both have some amazing insights around crop circles, where they came from, what do they mean, and why did they make them. So if you're into crop circles like I am, be on the show. We are going to do it live on Monday, the 28th of November at 12 noon Eastern. So I'll put the link near this video. And if you can't make it live, you can definitely click that link afterwards, as the show will be recorded and archived for you. Some other announcements. The Relationship Healer Harmonizer is still open, and You Wealth Revolution has extended the free replay of the interview I did with Darius on the 15th of November. And there are several activations in there that if you have not experienced, I definitely would want you to experience. Lately, a lot of my own personal healing has been around energetic relationships with everything and everyone, and specifically certain types of things, including some weird stuff like, energetic relationships with dimensions and things like that. So if you're part of the Light Medicine community on Circle, we'll be doing a few little pop-up live streams related to these energetic relationships as I document what's going on with me and with people that I'm working with. It's very, very interesting. And then we will be starting package B of the Relationship Healer Harmonizer in mid-December. So definitely, if you haven't listened to the interview, go ahead and listen to the interview. Let me know through the Light Medicine Circle, if you have any questions about the different packages. The package A is kind of like a do-it-yourself. Package B is where you do everything in package A with you live on 4 separate 90-minute healing calls and whatever else the group is needing or wanting. And there will be a survey sent out to all package B people a little later for you to fill that out. So I will get a good sense of what people need, and we'll be doing some group healings there. So I'm super excited about that. So I'll put the link near this video where you can listen to the replay, which according to the page is expiring on Sunday night at midnight Pacific. Other couple of announcements. I just posted a brand new LifeWave micro training video on how to patch for severe exhaustion. So if you are interested in learning more about how to use patches creatively in different acupuncture points, this is a great one to do, especially with the holidays and traveling and people getting surgeries and all sorts of things. It's a great little protocol to learn. So I'll put that link near this video as well. And last but not least, my Healthy Habits, Healthy Life video last weekend was around the topic of bone broths. So I share with you the benefits of bone broth and how I use it and different alternatives in case you actually don't like eating soup for some reason. Anyway, I'll put that link near this video as well. So thank you so much for joining me for this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. Thank you so much. And remember to click subscribe if you're on YouTube and post a comment underneath. Would love to know how that activation worked for you and any other insights that you have that may be beautiful to share with other people. Until next time, bye for now.